Hey guys, welcome back to the Spector Creative channel. I'm Scott Toy Guru Neitlich. Uh, Interesting video I want to do today. I watch a lot of other channels that do toy videos. I'm big fans of them. Uh, Modeling behavior and Shartimus Prime. I'll give shout outs to all the videos that I enjoy. World Class Bullshitters. Also a really great channel I enjoy. And that one in particular does a lot of videos where he walks through ollies and retailers kind of talking about all the unsold merchandise. And it kind of gave me an interesting idea. I wanted to do sort of a walkthrough of a toy aisle and kind of explain it from a professional standpoint. So went down to Target and shot some video, and we're going to do a play-by-play and discuss the planograms, what's out at retail, what works, what doesn't. It's a toy aisle walkthrough. And I even had a little surprise in there. All right, let's jump in. All right, so we are looking at the Target toy aisle. I'll probably do a Walmart one as well. This is the feature end cap that juts out. It's a little blank right now because they're going to be resetting it in a week. But that's used to draw you into the aisle. And then the next thing to draw you in the aisle are the two feature products, which are always the first ones. So we have Transformers on one side and Jurassic Park on the other. These are basically the current best-selling toys. Whatever sells the best gets the lead spot. So, yep, we can see we got a combination of movie and vintage, old movie stuff. This is kind of left over from Hasbro's closed box days. Then we move from Jurassic Park into Godzilla, and you've got kind of monster and monster, dinosaur and Godzilla. You can see why they're next to each other because there's kind of a bleed over. And we got a nice planogram here. Look at this. We got our great under the tree giant items, then our mid price point all the way up to our grab and go. So perfect planogram. And yeah, obviously Jurassic Park's on fire and doing well. And King Kong and Godzilla next to it leads us right into Ninja Turtles. You can kind of see we've got like this monster thing, right? Jurassic Park, King Kong, Ninja Turtles, which are, kind of monstery. I mean, talking turtles. Turtles is interesting because it's got almost 6 feet of space, which includes the 1 foot of, or half a foot of Master stuff. Let's fix that. That should go up there. Do you ever fix toys in the aisle like I do? So we got Snakeface, the one Origins figure, and then we've got more turtle stuff. And again, we've got the big box, the playset on the bottom, which is, again, perfect planogram. Now, Star Wars, next up, and look at this. We got all Darth Vaders. That's exactly what you want to see. Darth Vader should be peg-warming because he's the hottest character. Ooh, Keldor. I almost bought this figure, but I just can't stand the raw plastic. I can't do it. I can't buy raw plastic. Oh, I know, it's tough. Oh, and yeah, this Masters Origins, that one's going to sit for a while, I think. Nobody knows who those characters are. All right, more Darth Vader. Again, Star Wars, you can see, very small. It's only got 2 feet of space. And look, all his Acolyte and Ahsoka vintage figures just do not sell because the content didn't work. But we got some new Black Series. Haven't seen this guy before. But this is basically what you want to see. You want to see lots of Mandos, lots of Vaders. This is because that's who the casual buyer is going to want to pick up. You don't want these obscure characters hanging there after they've been picked over by collectors. And ooh, WW has really been picked over. And it's only got 2 feet. Boy, Walmart has a lot more WWE. It's their best seller. It doesn't do as well as Target's does at Walmart. All right, let's look at the other side. So here we have Transformers as our lead walk-in, which again, the best-selling product lines always get the lead. So Transformers there, and then that's going to bring us right into DC, combination of Spin Master and, whoa, hold on a second. What's that X-Men figure doing there? I've been looking for this figure for months. I almost paid $40 on eBay for it. Okay, well, that was a neat surprise, especially because it's not even hanging in the Marvel area. All right, well, we'll just be purchasing that. Thank you very much. Woohoo! Wow. Nothing like actually finding something you want on shelf. What a cool thing. All right, let's keep going. So all right, now we got our Marvel proper. We got our Simpsons. We got our G.I. Joe. Again, Simpsons, great that Homer and Bart are the ones hanging there, not Lenny and Willie, because those are going to get picked over by collectors. You want to have the A-list characters. You don't want Otto and Groundskeeper Willie just hanging. You want Homer and Bart. So perfect. Case packs are correct there. Batman versus King Kong. I didn't even know that was a thing. All right, look at this Spin Master toy. Oh my God. Wow, that is cheap. Okay, who is going to buy that? All right, so we got the McFarlane Marvel, we got the McFarlane DC, we got G.I. Joe Classified if it was there. Love the DC stuff that McFarlane's doing. And then we got our Marvel stuff, and Marvel's a mix of multiple companies and multiple manufacturers, but they combine them. This is what's called the A-list Marvel Legends movie assortment. Here's the 4-inch Epic series, which, is kind of the grab and go, hence why it's at the top of the planogram. The least expensive are always at the top. Lots of Captain America, Red Hulk stuff. That's not selling. And then again, you can see Marvel, multiple toy companies in the Marvel planogram, not just Hasbro. And then finally we get a, 1 foot of Beyblade there at the end. So Marvel and Star Wars, you'll see, have these overhangs. And those are used as, to draw you into the aisle once you've moved past the feature end cap. The aisle is designed to literally pull you in. That's why the feature end cap is done that way. That's why the overhangs are halfway down the aisle. And I'm going to buy this. All right, but first let's take a look at the next aisle, because this is interesting. So it's sort of the secondary action figure aisle, the younger skewing stuff. But what's interesting is Target has just reset the other side, and they've expanded the collector spot, kind of like what Toys R Us did years ago. This is really interesting because it's a total mix. It's not like what was on the back wall behind electronics. Now we're getting everything from, Mario, and we're getting Lego outside of the Lego aisle. They haven't done that. They didn't do that before in the behind electronics, have Lego there. I think that's really smart because they're taking things that appeal to this demo and putting it all together. So we got our Ninja Turtles from NECA. We got our Sesame Street from NECA. Some, the adult collector plush. And it's interesting that Target is doubling down on the collector with a full aisle. I wonder how long this will last. I wonder what else will get migrated over. And again, you can see, they've got the magic cards and the plush, figures, and Lego all together because of a demographic grouping, not a price point or brand grouping. Very unique and very different. This is kind of bold. So, kind of excited what what Target is doing here. All right, so there you go. That was kind of a brief walkthrough of the Target aisle, kind of just looking at how brands are grouped and, how placement works. And now I have my X-Men Professor Xavier. I'm so excited. I've been waiting like 20 years for the jumpsuit version. This is the version I want. He's going right in the hover chair. All right, thanks for watching. Hey, you got to actually see a an actual find at retail. That doesn't happen that much. All right, best way to support this channel: share these videos, and of course you can also pick up my new book, The Nile Quest, available on Amazon. Awesome, true Indiana Jones adventure in the wilds. It's an amazing read. You will love it. Great summer read by the pool, or if you've got a business trip, jumping on an airplane, you'll read it in one trip. Thank you again for watching and supporting this channel. See you guys in the next video.